Anyway, as I work my way up through the field here, we're going to turn it over to Post Commentary Mikey. He's going to give you the channel updates for 2022. Hey there guys, Post Commentary Mikey here, the one that you've been listening to for pretty much most every NASCAR race. I'm Future Mikey, Post Commentary Mikey, whatever you want to call me. I do all the talking while this guy that you're watching now is pretty much doing all the driving, if that's what you want to call driving. Hey, I heard that, man. I said it loud enough for you to hear it. Anyway, I was always told that it was, kind of a bad idea to do channel updates without releasing any type of content alongside of it, so here we go. We got content and with some channel updates. And for those who don't want to sit through this whole ordeal, obviously I'm going to be uploading this clip as a separate clip for those who care and just don't really care for these kind of races. This is mainly for you. Anyway, here is the channel update. This is what's going on for the 2022 season. All right, so let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room right now. NASCAR 21. It ain't happening. It is not. It's not happening. Okay, just put that out of your mind. Take that little thought, throw it away, put it into a little bin, lock it away, and pretend that it doesn't exist. Suppress it for the rest of your life. It's not happening. It just ain't happening. If you don't know why, then you haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention. That game is laughably bad. And while yes, it could potentially be some funny content, it's nothing that's going to be sustainable, and I'm not wasting my money on it. So it's just not happening. Anyway, the main thing that we're going to be talking about here is, well, we got a few things, but NASCAR Heat 4. We're moving on to the Xfinity Series. This is going to be the main series on the channel this year. I know pretty much for the past 3 years or so that it's been NASCAR Thunder 2003 with NASCAR Heat 4 just kind of filling that gap, with the truck series. But we have completed the career mode in NASCAR Thunder 2003. If you haven't checked that series out, be sure to check it out. Link in the description down below or in the card that's up here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, that used to be the main series, but now NASCAR Heat 4 will be the main series on this channel. We're moving on to the Xfinity Series, and if you want the details with that, you got to watch the career mode setup video. That's going to be releasing here very shortly. Sometime within the next week it's going to be released. So we're going to be going through all the details surrounding NASCAR Heat 4. It's going to be a new point system. As far as which car I'm going to be driving, if you want to know all that, you got to watch that video. But just so you know, that is going to be the main series on this channel. The one that's pretty much going to be released mainly weekly throughout the particular year. All right, so for the one that you're watching right now, NASCAR Thunder 2003, the 100% races. A lot of you like these. A lot of you like these. And you guys got my heart, man. You guys got my heart. I appreciate you guys putting in the effort to watch these videos and enjoying them. I'm glad you enjoy them. We have pretty much 7 tracks left in NASCAR Thunder 2003 that we're going to be spreading throughout the year. And the reason why I appreciate you guys watching this so much is because these take so freaking long to edit and record and render and up. These things take an astronomical amount of time. They take so much time, which is why I really appreciate that you guys watch these. But we have 7 tracks left, and we're going to be spreading those out. Post commentary. I'm Post Commentary Mikey. Live Commentary Mikey is going to go through that at the end of this particular race as to what tracks are left and stuff like that. But we have 7 left. We're going to be spreading that throughout the year. I'm going to consider trying to unlock those 4 tracks, the last 4 that are in this game. I'm going to try to unlock those so that I can finish all the tracks out in the 2023 season. After that, no more. No more. It is time. It is time to put these on the shelf. No NASCAR Thunder 2004. I'm not doing all the same tracks again or anything like that. So yeah, I know they have a couple of new ones, but it just becomes kind of same old after a while, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, after that, no more. But there will be going on for the remainder of this particular 2022 season. Nothing you really got to worry about up until next year, where we're just pretty much going to be putting the game on the shelf. Also, there's going to be a special Series. The special series for the Crown Jewel events, Daytona 500, Southern 500, Coca-Cola 600. I'm going to try to get those out, but this is a special Crown Series event. I cannot tell you what those are. I cannot give you the details of what's actually going to be going down in these videos. Can't tell you. But I believe you're going to like it. I believe you're going to like it. I believe you're going to enjoy it. I believe it's going to be fun. And I'm going, depending on how you guys respond to that this year, will dictate as to whether or not this continues into next year and so on and so forth. But depending on how you guys respond to it this year, this could potentially be like something that goes on every, for the next maybe 3 or 4 years or something like that. But after that, who knows? We'll have to see. Maybe we'll have a good NASCAR game by then. Who knows? So, let's move on to another elephant in the room, one that's been kind of absent from this channel for a while now, and you guys have already noticed, Formula 2. The Formula 2 series from F1 2020 has been pretty much come to a screeching halt. The reason for that is the game kept locking up on me. At the very next tracks, I believe it was Monza, the very next track, the game continuously, at separate points, it wasn't like I could predict it, so I could be like, oh, let me do a mid-race save here or something like that and see if I could possibly do that. No, it was at unpredictable times. It would just freeze, lock up, and these races, they don't take a long time to edit, to be perfectly honest. They don't take a long time to edit. They take a long time to record because I'm not good with the F1 cars. I'm not good at that at all. So what I've had to do is just do a lot of practice before I even go out there and do any type of racing. And I'm not willing to really do all that and put up with that in the F1 2020 game. So it came to a screeching halt. I even tried to skip that race, and it happened at the next track. So for some reason, I've got some kind of bug going on in my game. I have reinstalled it, but I just run into the same issue. Now I'm running into this. I ran into the same issue at a different track before I even get to Monza, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't know what's going on. It's just a bug. For whatever reason, I can't get it to go. Does that mean that I won't be doing any Formula 1, Formula 2 games in the future? No, it may return in the 2023 season. I'll say that much. It may return in the 2023 season. I'm just kind of disappointed. I'm really disappointed because I was actually genuinely enjoying that series, and yeah, sometimes they just don't work out. I mean, yeah, it was a struggle, right? It was struggle bus all the way, with the exception of a few that, like I said, there was the one at, I can't remember the name of the racetrack, but there was one where I was just like, yeah, difficulty was too low for that one, and then there was obviously the one that I won, or the two that I won, but yeah, it was just disappointing. It's just a disappointing thing. Like I said, the tracks game kept locking up on me. Nothing I can really do about it. It is what it is. Apparently the PC versions have a problem or for whatever reason. I haven't seen many people have issues on console, mainly on PC in terms of like how it gets buggy and stuff like that. Mainly on PC. No, I don't have any mods installed or anything like that. I wouldn't mess with it. I'm not even good enough to even try to even install a mod, let alone like I'm just not trying to mess with it. It's just, we'll see what it looks like going into the 2023 season. But for right now, putting the series on hold, well, realistically canceling the road to getting good for right now, and then eventually we'll like revisit it, after the during the next break after this season's up. So taking the place of that will be SRX. Now, we're going to be doing the super late model series, 10 races throughout the year, which is, just slightly different from the Formula 2 game. F1 2020 had 12 races. F1 2021 has 8, I believe. So this is kind of like that middle ground, but this is 10 races in the super late model series throughout the year. I've actually been pretty excited to try to play this game with the super late models. I've heard that they handle pretty decently. I still don't like some of the updates that they've done. Made it a little bit too much NASCAR Heat 4-ish, but Other than that, I've been really excited to try this. I've heard some good things about the super late models. The main gripe I really have is the sound. That the sound, because they sound like the SRX cars. So that's the main gripe I have with them. But other than that, I mean, a bunch of new tracks and some free DLC. I can only complain so much. So, speaking of DLC, what about the actual SRX series? If you're wondering, I will do it if they release a DLC. That's paid or free. I will do it then. They're going to some new tracks, you know, like South Boston and Pensacola and stuff like that. They're going to some new tracks that aren't in the game yet. So if they release a DLC with updated tracks, I don't even really care if they update the roster all that much, but you know, if they release DLC with some updated tracks, updated schedule for the SRX series, like I said, paid or not, you know, if it's paid, I'll pay, like, you know, if it's like $20, I'll get it, yeah, no problem, or maybe 15 or 10 or whatever, I'll get it, yeah, no problem. But like I said, they're releasing a different schedule this year. I'm not even sure if the schedule's like fully locked down. Tickets aren't even on sale yet or anything. So I'm not even sure if the schedule is just fully locked down. But if they do that, I'll go ahead and play it. If not, then yeah, I won't be doing that series. But the main thing that's going to be going on is the super late model series. Like I said, 10 races throughout the year, which makes sense because I think the season's 10 months long. So it's all good. Anyway, last but not least, if you were curious about this, the chase for the Fantasy Cup 2022, it's still in the works. 2021, we had a lot of problems, and it was mainly a lot due to the net code and things happening just that weren't happening on somebody else's screen that weren't happening on other people's screen. So there was a lot of issue with that, and now it's just like, are we even really willing to do that again or put up with that again? We had scheduling issues and stuff like that, and it just, the game became a bit of a problem there. So if we are going to do it again, we're potentially looking into NASCAR Heat 5. We've heard that NASCAR Heat 5 can't talk. We have heard that NASCAR Heat 5 has better online physics and, you know, like the driving model. Everything's better for the online experience in NASCAR Heat 5. Marginally so. It's probably not like a great step up or anything, but apparently the online is a lot better. The net code is nowhere near what it is in Heat 4 and stuff like that. So we're looking at we're just working through the logistics and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we got to work through. You know, we're working through a new point system and all that, you know, just so we don't have like we don't have what we ran into last time where it's just like, yeah, I mean, granted, yes, I'm a hard ass, right? Let's be real. I'm a hard ass. If you mess up during a race or you finish in the back, you just finish in the back. It is what it is, right? But the consensus is that there should be at least some leniency so that it doesn't take the entire season, you know, to come back from one bad race. And I gotta respect that. So we're working on that. We're working on putting all that stuff together. If we do start it up this year, it'll be in the middle of the year. That's what I'll say. If we do start it up this year, it'll be in the middle of the year. If not, we'll probably look into doing some just some special series, some quick one-offs. Not one-offs, but like, you know, maybe a 3-race series, a 5-race series, or something like that. And, you know, we'll just do like, hey, the best finisher, you know, like doing all the super speedways, despite the fact I don't like racing there. But doing all the super speedways, doing all the short tracks or something like that, you know, just doing all the dirt tracks or something. Not that I would really be willing to do all the dirt tracks, but, you know, just we're working on something. There's going to be some form of a league race this year. We just don't know what and when it's going to happen. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for my notes. That's everything that's happening in the 2022 season, if I could speak properly. Jeez. Anyway, I am going to turn it right back over to live commentary Mikey. So if you're excited for this season, be sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell. Also, the thumbnail style is changing a little bit. It's not going to look like my previous thumbnails for the past 2 years. The thumbnail style is changing a little bit, so be sure you subscribe and look at what's under the thumbnail. So you know it's me. It's not somebody else that random. The channel name is not changing, but the thumbnail style is changing. I've noticed that the appeal to these to certain thumbnails are doing a little bit better, especially for like the last few that I did for the best of or the highlights and stuff like that. Those did, you know, considerably better in terms of like the interaction with them. So I'm going to be changing the thumbnail style. So just be aware of that. If you see something, that is my, make sure you check the channel name. That is my video. Be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, turn on notifications. Hopefully they'll give it to you, because I don't know if YouTube likes me or not. Probably not, but who cares? They can piss off. Anyway, we'll be seeing you next time.